Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Lane, the one and only Master Propaganda Heroes, like Defender of the Fatherland, off you to a 1v1 on Twin Beaches. In the south, it is Noob, fighting here for the German army, Deutschland, setting forth with the 44th Reichsgrenadier-Division Hoch- und Deutschmeister, or perhaps in actually something else. Instead is the 1st Fallschirmjäger-Division. In the north stands E.Rommel, fighting here for freedom, democracy, and liberty here. With the US 3rd Armored Division, we got Armoured here. Unsurprisingly, it is by far the most popular US battle group. In many ways, fulfilling the same role as Soviet got mode, just easy to use and very flexible while having a strong late game. So, going hard in the assault engineers, good map for that. A lot of closer quarters here, so I can definitely see that working out. Meanwhile, Noob with the Fallschirmjäger and the Dull Pioneers, moving in to grab as much as he can here, rapidly moving forwards. Pioneers sneaking southwards, Pioneers heading northwards. And we got a weapon support turned up for E.Rommel. Again, tends to be part and parcel of these types of builds. And anyways, as always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters that continued generous and wonderful support the Propagandacast, and a big thanks to keep commenting and liking on them. Helps out immensely with YouTube algorithms and from Basil biting my fingers off. Following up with the Grenadiers, fairly standard stuff here. Note here, Noob making a straight rush here to secure the fuel point and wire off some of the cover, making it hard here for the opponent to fight here this terrain sort of accessibly easily against him. Good bit of foresight there by Noob. Good tactics is also about good foresight. Scouting southwards there. Sneaking about here, Sonya's charging forwards here. And we're going to see the first shots here. And of course, this tells, obviously, Noob what E.Rommel's going for. In the case of E.Rommel, pretty easy to tell what Noob did, of course, since there was an airdrop. There's only one thing the Germans have that can, like, even do airdrops. That's Luftwaffe. And the other battle groups can, like, provide airdrops. There you go, pushing forwards this one, taking power from the Grenadiers, this Fallschirmjäger. Sultan is closing in though, forcing here the Fallschirmjäger to withdraw. He couldn't, like, try and pull back, this isn't taking too much damage anyways. Following up with the 30 cal here for E.Rommel to provide heavy firepower against the Germans to south. Pioneers push back the scouts. More Grenadiers and late for Noob. Fairly standard build order. 3 squads of infantry, maybe machine gun, maybe TAC, maybe officers' quarters. But most German Wehrmacht builds specifically tend to focus just getting 2 Pioneers out, and then like 3 infantry squads. Typically 3 Grenadiers, but can also be 1 Fallschirm Pioneer squad. Rarely will most Wehrmacht players commit to like more than 1 Fallschirm Pioneer squad if they can avoid it. So there you go, moving forwards here. Less than half healthy on them. Got the 30 cal move as well. North here, Pioneers catching the assault engineers. Sneaking a bit further south. Pushing forwards here, of course, unawares of the 30 cal. We got another 30 cal if E.Rommel. Bring in those machine guns. Nice and cost efficient. Further south here, Pioneers poking about. Flanking the Fallschirmjäger. We also got mines which is searched. So obviously taking no chance of the opponent's going for a lot of assault engineers. Grenadiers going for the flank here. Grenadiers suppressed. Assault engineers closing in. Can't really stick around for much longer here. Pioneers spotting the mines. Good work there by Noob. Officers' quarters on the way there. Need to retreat this Grenadiers. Go forward, gets wiped. Okay, somehow didn't retreat and it actually worked out. I will say that was very risky there by Noob. Exceptionally so. That could have, I think, gone a bit wrong for him if he wasn't careful. But just unlucky. No, he's going for the officer squad, then also going for another Grenadier squad. So very heavy tier 1 here out of Noob.
One of our sectors is now in enemy hands.
Exceptionally heavy, in fact. Meanwhile, though, even as the fighting here isn't progressing too much for Noob, he is making progress in the south of this Pioneer squad, just grabbing points there, so thumbs up to that play. Guessing E.Rommel's next plan is gonna be likely involving some half-text put pressure on his opponent, but of course he may decide not to. Not impossible, But Noob, we're not seeing any tech yet, no Luftwaffe, no Panzergrenadier Company. Of course, Noob can always just drop down the LD-40 in a pinch if he wants to. Used to be a lot more popular, but it feels like the LD40 sort of kinda dropped off in terms of several Wehrmacht metagame shit. In part because more people are preferring both the PaK-40 and the Fallschirmjägers at the same time when it comes to Luftwaffe, so the LD40 just kinda gets squeezed out. Unable to quite find a place within the metagame. There we go, half-track for E.Rommel, very much expected. American half-tracks, big part of the USF metagame at the moment, I think. Pushing forwards here, trying to grab that fuel point. And we can see there in the south, E.Rommel just going straight for the both fuel points here, looking to hit his opponent's economy. Certainly sharp there. Noob still not taking up. Nor are we seeing anything happening with his battle group choices here.
They've captured a victory point.
The half-track out, likely going to be an M16. There could be an anti-tank half-track if felt the need. Yeah, it becomes the M16. Grenadiers being more with the assault gears. A lot of action at Captain, making a narrow escape. And there go LD40s, and he is in fact airdropping them. The Leichttusker Schutzvierzig. An anti-tank weapon primarily designed for airborne or the Fallschirmjäger divisions. They also had the LG-42, which featured a 105mm gun instead of the 75 on the 40. Fun fact there. North here, Fallschirmjäger being caught here, and the M16 upgrading right in time here. This could get ugly here for Noob if it doesn't retreat quickly enough. Yeah, that's an immense amount of damage here. Fortunately for him, the terrain here makes it hard for the M16 to quickly push after, saving the Fallschirm Pioneers narrowly, but definitely very risky there by Noob. And again, one of those cases where things with a bit of like just different luck could have gone very poorly for him. Mortars being brought in, and of course we got the LD40. Feel like it's been a while since we've seen that one here in COH3 1v1 since the patch dropped. Been a while. They're actually fairly popular before the patch hit, and then they just sort of kind of crept off. Map control wise, the American forces are seizing most of the good points, giving the Germans a bit more on the back foot. Noob's still not taking up, though. It's certainly quite interesting. Instead, he's just basically going for a very, very heavy tier 1. The mortars, grenadiers, Fallschirm Pioneers, and then just relying on the LD40 for his anti-tank weapons, whereas the half-track. A very interesting choice. They almost got it, and got the 30 cal. Big win there for Noob. Definitely a painful sting there for E.Rommel. Losing that machine gun could, well, quite frankly, bite him in the arse. And there we go, merged machine crew to go up to full strength immediately. Trying for the satellite charge. Gets a press first. He's going to have to retreat here. And even now, it might be too late. He's taking so much damage. He got a second wave of troops moving in. Scott out for E.Rommel. Not much of a surprise there. Certainly one of the key factors in the battle groups. So say popularity is just that Scott is so accessible while also being so very good. The other course part being the Sherman Easy-8. And of course I noticed some key parts, like as a whole the battle group is quite good, but the Scott and the East in a sense stand out a bit more than the rest. Fallschirm Pioneer being bombarded. Last it, we got the mortar there, hammering down death. Closing in it, pushing forwards. Scott there firing a bit too high above the mark. We got 475 to 457. German forces slowly pushing forwards here, but versus the Scott, you don't want to be pushing too slowly either. From that enough support, this isn't really, I think, going to work out well. Okay, we got the Panzergrenadier Company up. But considering the way Noob is playing, I feel like that's just going to be like a small stop there before we go straight for the Panzer Company. So we'll have to see, of course, what he does, but my expectation is definitely just going to go straight for the Panzer Company and start moving towards Panzers once it gets the fuel. Which again, very much part and parcel of Wehrmacht metagames. Like a lot of them basically kind of just skip this, like using it. He actually is going for the Panzer Grenadier squad, much to my surprise. Certainly a good surprise. A nice one. But nonetheless, bit of surprise here. We actually got a second Scot out here for E.Rommel. Almost got the LD-40 here with them. Gets the M16 though. Definitely a win here for Noob. Definitely a win. Removing one mobile unit can put a lot of pressure on him. It does help, of course. There is just the issue, he still has 2 Scots to deal with, so... Nope. And the first Fox munition is certainly far from out of the fires there. Panzer grenadiers being forged with assault rifles.
We have vehicles ready to be dispatched to the front. We got orders. Ready to cause some havoc.
And as the Woman's one, the Falchion divisions would also have assault rifles, and they've, you know, been used like actual assault rifles, not the FT-42s. Still finds it's like one of those weird things that keeps cropping up in various games.
Defend our victory point.
The Zuga team there for E.Rommel. Southside Grange moving in here, supported by the Falchion being equipped with the MG-15, the Maschinengewehr 50.
Point is under enemy control now.
Insane. Up north, Grenadiers push back with the assault engineers. South side, he needs to make some good progress on this fuel points. No fuel, or Panzer Company out of Noob.
We're losing a fuel
A lot of
point.
units sitting out there from the base. 30 cals right back to the base. Scots moving up. The Zuga team sorting his scouts. All going in.
Permission granted.
There you go. Panzer Company. Meanwhile, E.Rommel course setting up for the Sherman EC8s. Just needs that tank depot now, though, of course, him committing so heavily to the Scots while also not having super consistent fuel hegemony does mean he's not quite able to push for that tank depot as soon as possible, which does mean Noob has a chance here to sort of get a bit ahead on the curve there in terms of tanks against his opponent. Which could prove to be what Noob needs here to, like, you know, have a better chance to win this game, because 2 Scots otherwise is really going to be an absolute nightmare. Especially once the veterans want to get access to that white phosphorus barrage. Up north, the assault engineers with a flamethrower burning those crowds. And Noob's Panzer Company right around the corner, Falchion pioneering forged with the MG-15, which was adapted from, well, leftover aircraft machine guns they didn't really need for the aircraft anymore. And so basically upgunning them. Fun fact there.
A victory point has fallen into enemy
There'd actually be a
control.
few cases of that where they just upgraded the aircraft machine guns to, like, the spares to be repurposed for other purposes. For example, the flak drilling anti-aircraft gun was very much similarly like, you know, just them taking large, you know, aircraft machine guns, autocannons, and just repurposing them for, like, anti-aircraft purposes. Sony's in the move here. Panzer's grenadiers winning that, catching them there.
Enemy activity near ammunition.
Victory points watch. We can all see the E.Rommel stands to get ahead of Noob. Gap is growing, and Noob definitely needs to be careful this doesn't, like, grow out of control, as that's something that can quickly happen. So be careful. Can't go for the Panther Force soon, and there we go. We do get the cheap reinforcements. Very much as expected. And I imagine E.Rommel is... No, he actually hasn't researched it himself. That is a bit of a surprise. Got one for the Germans, though. But we can see E.Rommel starting to, like, take precautions here, having 2 bazooka teams brought up, just to make sure he can fight back against tanks once they hit. So, Noob here again could go for the Panther 4. He might decide to go for the Sturmpanzer here. Certainly strengths and weaknesses to both of those moves. Panther 4, though, certainly would be a lot more suited for taking on the Scots. But certainly would be less tanky and less able to just explode infantry squads, so certainly trade-off. But there you go, we do get the Panther 4, and I would certainly personally argue this is the more optimal choice, considering he needs to get rid of the Scots as fast as possible. It's not like the Panther 4 is terrible against infantry, it's just not amazing. Scots moving in against the Grenadiers.
Captured a victory point.
And before the sun getting ready, Scots bring up and behind the Grenadiers. They load are healthy. Needs to retreat here before they get pulverized. Tank up and on the way for E.Rommel. Thumbs up. Should be able to go for the war machine ability soon as well here for cheaper tanks in terms of manpower. No, cancel the Panther 4 Sturmpanzer. I get the logic. Still, I would prefer Panther 4. Also notice he actually went for a second LG-40. Another Leichters Geschütz. For some reason the helmets are flying a thing about there.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
God damn it! Engaging frontline elements. Shit.
Got a bunker on the way there for Nuke. That's got to be medic bunker. One Scot with veterans, one with light access to White Foster's rounds. Charging to push forward, going after here E.Rommel's forces, but he's going deeper and deeper into lines 10 and definitely needs to be careful. He can very quickly lose his infantry to the double Scots. Never mind what else E.Rommel might have been lying about. Bunker up. Tank depot up. Can go for war machine soon. And it's not like he's then too far away from like being able to go for the EC8. Meanwhile, first Sturmpanzer has arrived here for Noob and Deutschland.
Squad.
One squad of scouts there actually ripped apart here. Meanwhile, Scott shouting to avenge the fallen scouts, blasting the Grenadiers with high explosive shells, leaving countless German infantrymen behind in the sand. Sturmpanzer pushing forwards here. Versorting is on the cutoff point. Denying here Nuke critical resources.
All vehicles are now cheaper to produce.
Medic upgrade gun, and there you go. War machine up, can't go for the Sherman EC8 now, and of course with rapid production, it's cool that he can quickly get it out as well. The only advantage here, I suppose, for Noob is at least he didn't go for the free veterancy ability. So at least it starts at veterancy 0 rather than veterancy 1. Not a lot, but it's still something that can and will make a difference in, like, you know, the long run. And there you go, bazooka with these shit. And there you go, LG-40 scoring great hits in these shit. Definitely didn't help here that the sidearm was exposed to LG-40s. Sorry about the hiccups. Meanwhile, Sturmpanzer striking off most of the punishment inflicted upon here by the American army. Good bit of luck there by Noob. And certainly it's got to feel a bit rubbish there for E.Rommel. Up north here, vertical flank, deep infantry flank here by Noob. Thumbs up. Further south here in the center, German forces blasting away there at the same time. Withdrawing Scots moving forwards here. Catching Noob's positions in a bad spot, and there goes Scott, knocked out the LD-40s. White Fosters and the LD-40s, Iceland EC8 rushing in here. Really risky stuff, honestly, to some extent, but it's working out due to that White Phosphorus barrage. And lost a weapon crew somewhere, and that's the 30 cal here. Meaning now Noob has 2 30 cals, and E.Rommel has none. That has got to be a bit awkward there for E.Rommel. Actually, he has to explain it's a pattern. Meanwhile, now Noob is going for the Panther 4. Almost got the 30 cal back though. Can he get the wipe? Yes! Definitely a little win there for E.Rommel. Panther 4 halfway done. Got 424 to 57. Rommel still has a bit of a lead there. But Noob is quite determined to close the gap for das Vaterland. Deutschland. Goes for another Scott here. At this point is not something we'd expect here out of E.Rommel. I mean, I get the power of it, but I would have definitely expected more EC8s to take on the, tanks and whatnot, rather than going for another Scott now. So I'm not entirely sure I'm a huge fan of a second Scott.
Forces are converging on a fuel point.
Simply because of being, you know, Noop is building up an armored force. And the E-Seat, I think, would be much more suited for that, while still at the same time being able to threaten the infantry and the support weapons. So it's the sort of thing that could become a mild problem here for E.Rommel, but likely not a game ender. In the south, they're quickly shifting his way towards here, quickly striking and isolated elements, much weaker elements. Smart play by E.Rommel. Instead of like attacking into where the Germans are most concentrated, he strikes where they are, in this case opening up for the south side again, and a lot of territory there.
Our territory is cut off from supply. Reconnected.
Fairly savvy play, I'd say, there by E.Rommel. On north there, 30 cal, this one is going for the northern points. Meanwhile, German forces moving in here. Panther 4 diving in quite aggressively. Really risky play there by Noob. Almost costing him his Panther 4 there. That was arguably a bit reckless there. It could have cost him the Panther 4 with just a bit of bad luck.
Fire! Take it in direct fire!
So that's definitely, I think, something to keep in mind, mate.
Munitions point.
406 was the 357. Another Panther 4 there for Noop. Thumbs up. They should definitely get the first one repaired. Fauci selected. He's likely going to go for the lighter because lighters are obviously ridiculously good. In particular on more small and crap 1v1 maps like Road to Tudors, lighter can be a very powerful tool.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
Meanwhile, Fauci and Pioneer trying to make a grab for that southern victory point. So good, absolutely perforated. Another Panther 4 on the way there. Almost done for Noob. Sadly, no Fallschirmjägers out of him, and no more Fallschirmpioniere. There goes Sturmpanzer out getting hammered by Bazooka Fire and the ECA. Captain fighting desperately for the southern victory point, but German troops, while moving in and holding the ground, are also getting hit by American mortar fire. Panther 4 on the move. Once more. Some armored side skirts to make the Panther 4s a bit tough here. Could be a good upgrade there for Noob, but certainly also benefit the Sturmpanzer. Officers' quarters would also, I think, be an excellent upgrade to have. And some Fallschirmjägers or stars to them.
Enemy movement near our victory point.
Another bazooka team there for E.Rommel. He's bringing those bazookas. Going for a total of 3 bazooka teams. Does beg the question, has he actually researched the improved bazooka rockets? He has not. That is definitely a bit of a surprise because the upgraded bazooka rockets are incredibly good once you like hit a certain number of bazooka wielding units. And I'd say 3 bazooka teams definitely is going to be amazing with it. It certainly would be something to really force Noob to have to go for the armored side skirts. Because otherwise, those bazookas can quickly tear apart a Panther 4. Officers' quarters for the Panzer Company, thumbs up. 398 is to 327. Another Sherman EC on the way there for E.Rommel.
Sherman EC-8 has arrived. Give him hell. Been given a purpose, boys.
German troops sneaking through the south. Bigger push here from the Americans. Panther 4 on the move. Officers' quarters up there for the Panzers. It's only gotten a bit more quiet here this match, a bit more contemplative as both players trying to figure out what the next move is. But it certainly feels like E.Rommel's focusing on more on the south, whereas Noob, of course, now is going to try to figure out how to exploit that as his opponent. There we go, Panther 4 trying front side into the ECA. It's got LD4s that are firing from the high ground here into the side of the American column. Smart move there, Scott down. Massive blow here. Bazooka's going for the Panther 4. There you go, almost got it with a full volley. ECA's going for the LD40s. Really big push by E.Rommel, completely blindsiding Noob, who was not expecting that level of aggression out of his opponent. We do get a loiter, but this close to the buildings, loiters could end up not doing too much damage there. Didn't get the Panther 4 though. And didn't get both LD-40s either, but lost the Scott, so that ends up not being too great there for E.Rommel.
We've lost a squad of assault engineers.
Assault engineers absolutely destroyed it with the Sturmpanzer. Had it not been for that Loiter, I think Noop would have been in much deeper trouble, though at the same time it is still worth noting the Loiter is not exactly a great ability at the moment. But here we are. Also, needs to have E.Rommel, need to fix up his stuff. 387 to 307, still has a good lead of the Germans. Casualty-wise, the Germans do have a better lead their total.
A victory point is under attack. We must act.
LD-40 recruit and in action.
They've taken our victory point.
Of course, in the end, they would never really have enough of these to go around to the Fallschirm division, so in some cases, they just basically received the Pak-36 with a shaped charge they could then, like, just slap on the outside of the barrel to then fire away there. To sort of act as a replacement. We're still light, but, you know, required you to get a lot closer for it to, like, you know, do any damage. Fun fact. Armoured column on the move here for E.Rommel. Those EC8s, led by Brad Pitt, pulling ahead. Accenting up, Panther 4 blasting the assault engineers. Bazooka teams going in there, go full volley on the Panther 4. Nope, didn't quite happen. It does have the improved M9 bazooka rockets now.
The sector's been overrun. It's theirs now.
Sturmpanzer are striking off a lot of the damage here, but even that, the sheer volume of the bazooka rockets means, like, you know, enough are going to go through to, like, do a fair amount of damage to the Sturmpanzer. Like, they have higher, like, rate of fire. And then when you, like, increase the damage, they can, like, do a lot of damage very fast. Meanwhile, Fallschirm Pioneer putting up the fight. He was the assault engineers with the MG-15.
The enemy is... We've taken them down to 300
Realistically
points,
speaking, that would have been, like, third-rate Grenadier divisions that have been equipped with the MG-15. Fallschirm Pioneers would, like, been equipped with either the MG-34 or 42. There you go. EC8 Scott coming in there. Blasting Noop's Fallschirm Pioneer into paste.
One of our sectors is now in enemy hands.
Almost wiping the entire squad. Also, with 100 population, upgrading his armor with armored side skirts would be, quite frankly, a no-brainer move here for Noob. And I do think you should do it at this stage. It would just help his armor stay alive notably better. And certainly give him more time to react to these bazooka swarms here that E.Rommel is unleashing upon him.
90-day wonders all accounted for.
Armored side goes there for Noob. Mortar on the field point. You see it moving in, you gain the Grenadiers, heavy fire there, blasting away guns, machine guns. Caught out of position, the Grenadiers are very much in for one hell of a gauntlet. One they may not make it out alive, and yes indeed, they got whacked. There goes Schürzen ready.
We must act.
Next, those Panzers look a bit more bulky and certainly absorb a few more hits.
Territory lost.
In the case of the Panther Force during the actual war, it actually caused Allied tank crews to confuse them with Tiger tanks from time to time, resulting in a lot more Tiger tanks reported being destroyed than are actual Tiger tanks in the area, typically. Oh, LD-40's got a bad spot here. Bazooka holding the move, the EC charging, hitting a mine. Great mining there from Noob. Buildings collapsed. Nope, just looked like it. Bazooka teams, of course, could also provide some support here. LD-40 trashing through the EC8's line of fire. Wipe the gun crew with a single merciful shot. Panther Force pulling ahead. Bazooka teams can move in. Charging in the Panther Force. EC8's laying down the fire. Bazooka teams appearing as well here. Heavy damage to the sidearm of the Panther Force. Almost got one. Loiter called in. Got the Panther 4 there. Luftwaffe crashing in from above. Packs moving in. Grenadiers, Fallschirm Pioneer. Second Panther 4 in trouble here as well. Sturmpanzer that forces back the bazooka teams. And the EC8 goes down. Pretty brutal engagement here. I think without destroying the anti-tank weapons, it's not going to be as beneficial there for E.Rommel as it could be.
That's more like it. Sherman EC8 reporting in.
As for Nope, might be an idea to consider some elite infantry or at least some more Panther 4s.
We have our objective.
American armor on the move here. Less downtime, if anything, for E.Rommel. Whereas Mr. Noop here needs to fix up his Panther 4.
Indirect fire. Take it indirect fire.
Enemy at 250 points.
373 here, 249. Really trailing behind here from Mr. Noop here behind the American forces of the US 3rd Armored Division. Sturmpanzer advancing forwards, barreling its way ahead here. Got the American bazooka horde moving forwards. There we go, another Panther 4 ready.
Defend our
He's
victory
recruiting the
point.
Pack 40,
We're
but
losing
perhaps not the LD 40.
It's secured. Get ready for action. Engineers have been reinforced. Ready to get
it. The victory point is under enemy control now.
Will he go for another Panther 4 though? Will he go for some Fallschirmjägers? There we go, another Panther 4. There you go, EC's down from the north here, catching the Sturmpanzer 4 in a precarious position. Oh, Saltcharge machine gun!
Fallen in combat.
Wiped. Sonya's the get wiped.
Enemy movement near a victory point.
That's a win there for Nope. Panzers push back up these east in the Scott. SARS starting to do American forces making some progress here, catching German troops in a bit of an awkward spot, but the Panther Force are within easy range to, like, just, you know, put big stop to this. Completely and utterly halting this assault, then forcing retreat here. In fact, likely going to get a wipe here. Third Panther already. Nope, definitely getting more of the upper hand here versus E.Rommel, who's struggling, I find, to coordinate his forces as well there. More mistakes are creeping in, and this is allowing Noop to just push hard in with his Panther 4s. Of course, the Loiters also, I think, did Noop a good bit of help there as well to get to the point where he is now. EC it again on the way for E.Rommel.
Assault engineers have reported. A Sherman EC8 has arrived. Give them hell.
There go triple EC8s out here. Big armored force on the move here. Looks like we could be looking at a larger tank engagement here now. Got the bazooka swarming up. Panther spearheading now right to the bazooka horde, and almost guarded here. One more hit. Scott drawing fire first. Panther 4 down, Scott down. EC is pushing forward here, eventually too.
Refit at one.
Repair and refit, which doesn't work during combat. It isn't mechanized assault. Panther 4 down, but so is an EC8. Bazooka teams keep moving forward here. EC8 descending upon the Panther 4. LD-40 pushed off. Could use white phosphorus in the pack crew here. EC8 veteran free there. Full Brad Pit power. Almost got the Panther 4 here. Got it.
Commander, we've lost the sector.
Pack down. Need to cover that Sturmpanzer still. Massive blow to Noop here. Big win there for E.Rommel. Sturmpanzer behind down here with the EC8. That's it. The terrain. Yeah, he got
Lost an EC8.
bit stuck up in the train and perhaps some bad pathing line. The Sturmpanzer can't take to score a hit there. He definitely went there for Noop, but still not looking great there with a single Sturmpanzer versus an EC8.
Been killed.
Captain lost though. And again, the Pack 40 Ace Sturmpanzer. Wow. I think that's the first time I've seen that after they got the changes there. So now it is like, you know, thicker frontal armor. Find a bit that shows. There you go.
Resources
Might like to take out the EC8 without losing the Sturmpanzer here. Yes! Holy smokes!
We must act.
I don't even think he used the armor-piercing ability on it.
Isn't hailing us.
It's definitely a bit of a mistake I find is quite common for you as players. They just ignore that ability since it basically turns the EC8 into like a panther. At a fraction of the cost of the Panther at that. That would have been crucially versus these Sturmpanzer. That was, I feel like, a bit of a slip there. But one that benefited Noob quite a bit there. Vent a mine there with the mortar crew. Sturmpanzer though causing heavy repairs. But yeah, Batson fleet, that's definitely first we've seen that one. Also gets a big rate of fire boost there. Panther's almost done.
Territory point is no longer under our control.
They shot me in the fucking leg!
351, 170.
Settle down, they're tearing through us!
Seizing the points here. Fresh Panther force ready to meet the Americans at the front line. E.Rommel's got a bit much going back to call in another EC8. Until then, he's very much at the mercy of the German Panzerwaffe. Got some Panzers here with a Browning there picked up from a captain.
Engineers taking losses here! Get on with it!
There you go, Panther form the scene, adding the payload machine gun. American forces pulling forwards here. Bazooka teams unleashing hell upon the Panther IV there, but against the might of the Panzer Grenadiers and the automatic fire now where they have the LMG is definitely not a great spot to be in. Rolling in a half-repaired Sturmpanzer view there. Oh, it's not looking good for E.Rommel of anything. Part because Noob's already got another loiter up, and of course, E.Rommel doesn't have like any counter to it.
We're losing it.
270. Big push here for that remaining victory point, and we got the Lord as well here. Noob calling it quite confidently. He doesn't have to like worry about any future tanks here. Forcing a big retreat here for E.Rommel, pushing his remaining forces into the base here.
Commander, our tank depot is under fire.
Looks like he's going to send the Sturmpanzer to try and finish it off here. We do get another EC on there for E.Rommel. And another 30 cal. Well, there's a lot of units going to be bounced up in front of the Sturmpanzer.
That's more like it. German EC8 reporting in.
Decent shot there.
Territory out of supply. They've cut us off. Tank depot taking damage.
Bit of light damage there.
Bazooka squad is equipped and ready.
Another bazooka team out here. Triple cut from the Germans. We've got 267 versus 170.
Sector gone. We must take it
And
back.
Nuke with another Panther on the way to support the men at the front line.
Enemy won't let up. We're down to 250 points.
46. LD4 in the flank here. Bazooka rockets just swarming upon the Panther, doing a fair bit of damage here. Almost got it. And down it goes. Down it goes. EC8 rolling in. Panther 4's almost done. Buildings collapsing beneath the roar of guns. North here we got Glennie's fighting with this on years. E.Rommel charging through here, dashing through the German lines. Sturmpanzer getting rocketed by the sheer volleys of bazooka rockets there. Panther 4 to the rescue, at least attempt to, but instead almost gets like just one shot at there by all the various sources of gunpowder. There you go, bazooka teams finishes it off there.
Enemy movement near victory point.
Honestly, some stars from even Fallschirmjägers could, like, you know, I think be a great help as the bazooka teams here out of E.Rommel.
They've captured a victory point.
Maybe giving these LD-40s high explosive rounds.
It ain't shit, keep firing!
All you need to see out of E.Rommel to repair his stuff. Actually, pioneers for Noob.
Receiving enemy fire!
My mistake. Don't know why my brain made that bit of a odd connection there. But there you go. LD-40's being rolled forwards. Carted ahead. American forces looking a bit ragged at the spirit here on the beaches.
Ammunition munitions point is being attacked.
Zero! Mortar fire!
211 versus 152. The gap is slowly being closed in, and there you go. Nope, actually going for some Starstroppen. Thumbs up. Of course, Mr. One of these get repaired. You could in fact use the Falchion unit to assist with repairs. They're also virtually free. Does give them a bit of a health bonus there and some extra accuracy.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
Starstroppen almost done. And there you go. Ooh, almost had it.
Victory point has fallen into enemy
Almost got the
control.
bazooka team here as well. And he gets it with the Falchion unit. They take out the bazooka team. That's definitely not bad at all. Only uses the 30 cal here. More bazooka teams on the way there for E.Rommel to replace the ones that got cut down by those Germans. And meanwhile, we got the stars swimming forwards. More light machine gun building infantry out of Noob and Deutschland. You see it, the English there.
Reporting in.
204 versus 140. 203 versus 140.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
Enemy infantry! Hold
We're
it
down to 200 points.
200 points left.
They've captured a victory point.
Call.
And there you go. Bazooka teams supported by 30 cal are going for it.
Can't stay here! Brace for impact!
Going for these here, going for Brad Pitt. Noop is merciless. In his distaste for Brad Pitt. South starts almost the 30 cal there. He's then getting the Sturmpanzer. And the Pack 40 Johnson as well here.
Losing numbers!
Shermanese here, they're forced back by the sheer volume to tank on fire in the south here. Bazooka teams, meanwhile, standing off against the Starstorm, but supported by the Sonias and the 30 cal. They may just have a chance there. Surprisingly, we haven't seen any white phosphorus rockets out of the bazooka teams there, actually. That was a bit awkward for the Starstorm, but at least they suffered no casualties and can be healed up. And E.Rommel here goes for a Hellcat. Codes for the 105 Sherman. 185, 136.
Reporting in.
We're gonna get our asses shot! Keep firing!
Another loiter here.
Assault engineers have fallen in combat.
Wow, a Sony squad got wiped. I guess they just got caught there with the repair debuff. They're going. Since units that are repairing anything temporarily get like much easier to kill. So yeah, that was really awkward timing there for E.Rommel. Fresh Panther for there for Noob. He's lost quite a few tanks, arguably. I mean, so has E.Rommel, but Noob lost just a bit more.
Victory point has fallen into enemy control.
Sturmpanzer up north remaining silent and quiet. Going for the Grenadiers and South Falchion Puny advancing. No anti-tank weapons nearby, though we do get some on the move here from the center. Also good mining there, always a good element to get going there, slightly to slow down any American or enemy assaults in general. And there you go. Germany's here, not for repair. They're coming under intense German anti-tank fire here. Pack 40 stuff is the only one not aiming there. And now we got the 100 Farmstrom becoming the tide of attention. Mines, they're going off, halting and attempting to flank around there. Good mining course here by Noop once more. Thumbs up. But Noop definitely starting to get up there in terms of like having a KD advantage over his opponent. 118 was 151. And that definitely complicates matters a bit here for E.Rommel. About to take out the EC8, and down it goes. Like the EC8, the 105 Sherman. Are we losing a tank? Definitely it's not something that needs to fought. Bazooka team's in trouble here, getting absolutely demolished. We can even see a grenade assault here. Blend copper off. Holy smokes. That was almost all of his bazooka team take to one hit. Good God, that is just brutal. It's on the point, sees 30 cal cleared out. At this point, E.Rommel has nothing left really. He's got 2 Sony teams, the bazooka and the EC8. The rest is gone. His opponent now has a massive force in comparison. Oh, brutal hit there.
100 points remain. We're cutting it close.
And looks like he's giving up, if anything.
We've lost a squad of assault engineers.
Lost his assault engineers.
Assault engineers have fallen in combat.
They've all been turned into a fresh coat of paint for the Sherman EC8.
We've lost an easy 8.
Yup, that does look like it's over.
Victory points.
That does look like it's over. He just stopped playing.
Only 75 points left for us. Here we go.
Let's just rush through this.
We have territory isolated. Only 20.
Just a bit of chat there, but all the way. Game over, game over. A loss there for E.Rommel, a victory for Noob. Definitely a case of Noob countering what E.Rommel was doing, but also some tactical issues here. A bit of overconfidence, which Noob was able to exploit, push back at. That way, sort of slowly just pushing back against his opponent. I feel like the match could probably have been closed out a bit faster, but in the end, you know, some nice stuff there. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. This is Imperial Nation. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.